Hello, everybody. Welcome back to that Eurovision site. Eurovision is a slice of life, and today we are continuing on with things being a little bit different and a little bit silly. And we are doing more PowerPoint roulette with my lovely guests Shiloh and Ben. Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Do you have any idea what is about to happen?
No. We have no idea how the game is played.
So, for those of you who haven't seen this before, we will be spinning a wheel, and on that wheel there will be a set of Eurovision topics, and then there is also a set of 4 PowerPoints, which our lovely participants will choose one. They have no idea what's on the PowerPoint. They have to present on the topic that they have been given, using the PowerPoints for 15 slides with absolutely no knowledge of what's going to go on. So, is there one of you who wants to go first?
I can go first.
You want to go first, Shiloh? Okay.
I'll go first.
Let me quickly, hopefully this will actually work. Share up, so hopefully you can see a screen with a wheel on.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good start. So let's spin to see what your topic will be.
Oh no. I have to. You decide. That's Australia, right? I have to give a present.
No. This is your. I'm gonna give you your topic. Your topic is why the UK should have a national final.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Oh, if this is the type of topics, you're about to get some chaos.
Yeah.
Good,
all right.
it is. Now, would you like slide deck 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Give me slide deck 2. It's the only one that's capitalized.
Okay, all right. But dusting my Google Drive skills. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Are we ready?
I'm ready to go.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go on why the UK should bring back a national final.
So this setup, this looks a little bit familiar, right? It looks a little bit Duncan Lawrence, right? Famously not selected for a national final, I think. But who remembers him? Am I right?
I'd like to not.
Definitely not Ewan.
Exactly. Right. A lot of people don't remember or don't really want to remember Duncan Lawrence. A lot of the winning acts and even other acts that people remember came through the national finals, right? Måneskin came through Sanremo, which is only arguably a national final, but whatever. And everybody still loves Måneskin to this day. I have local friends who are fans of Måneskin, right? So, who needs Duncan Lawrence anyway? Next slide, please. Right, and so this encapsulates the problem that we have here, which is that everybody hates the UK. Ollie Alexander, he did moderately well for a UK entry. He did not really do so well in the televote. He really did not this year, I think. So the United Kingdom needs to improve their performance. They need to continue improving their performance. And the way to do so is to bring back the national final. Next slide, please. Right? Aren't they so sad? Every year you just feel a little bit bad for them, just a little bit. You feel so sad for the United Kingdom because they do so badly. And their songs usually aren't that bad, right? They're okay songs, at best. Mediocre. Sort of and I'm gonna say something a little controversial here, really a little bit like dogs. Dogs are just fine. They're just okay. No matter how cute this little golden retriever baby is, and he is pretty cute, dogs really are just okay. Next slide, please. And as I said, this year, the United Kingdom, I was gonna say we. The United Kingdom was you, Kittens. You were represented by Ollie Alexander, and Ollie Alexander did not. You personally. And Ollie Alexander did not do so well. However, who the hell won this year?
Switzerland.
Oh, God, I
Trans rights.
Right. Okay. Well, the contest was held in Malmö this past year because it was won by Sweden. Sweden has one of the most famous national finals, aside from the aforementioned Sanremo, which again, only sort of arguably a national final, but Melodifestivalen is definitely a national final. And clearly this has worked out for Sweden, right? They've won 7 times. They've won 7 times. They've tied with Ireland, you guys. They've won 7 times, and clearly this whole Melodifestivalen thing is working out for them, and the UK should get on that. Next slide, please. This is calm and peaceful. Look at this calm, peaceful scene, right? Previous editions of United Kingdom national finals have not really been this calm. They've been a little bit chaotic, and the quality has not been so great. The United Kingdom needs a formula, like Melodifestivalen. They need a nice, strong formula that's going to attract people. They need decent staging and a decent place for people to perform so people can put up nice, pretty backgrounds like this one and not have them look ugly. Right? So they need a formula. They need a nice, comprehensive what's the word?
Format?
A nice comprehensive gauntlet for the songs to have to run through. And they got to really battle their way out. None of this, we have 6 songs. It's going to be fine. We only have 6 songs. Melodifestivalen has almost 30 to choose from. And they really go battle royale is probably the wrong word, but they really do go at it, they fight. They have to box their way up through the heats and all that. Anyway, we're getting off track. Next slide, please. And another thing the UK could stand to do a little more of is acts that aren't just a single guy. When was the last time the UK sent a duet? Was that Joe and Jake? Frickin' Joe and Jake in 2016, and they didn't even do all that good either. I've broken Kittens.
My thought just immediately just went to Electro Velvet, so that's why I said
Electro Velvet was before Joe and Jake.
But equally, still a duet. And
yeah, and neither of those acts were really all that good. I mean, Joe and Jake had the whole Welsh thing going on with one of them, and that was neat. Go Wales. But I think they got a little bit scared. I think you guys got a little bit scared of what would happen if you sent anybody other than a solo singer. And admittedly, solo singer Sam, tell me what I was gonna say. Sam Ryder.
I've been here the whole time.
Whoever edits this has to put him in at the bottom of the screen. Sam Ryder, solo singer, great. He scored 2nd, great job, was actually really good. He did a good job. We like him. But you guys need to start experimenting a little more. You need to have a little more variety, and I think a massive competitive national final would be the place to do that, right? We had a duet this year, Marcus and Martinez for Sweden. They did pretty well. They were 7th or something.
I mean, they were also twins.
Well, they are twins. Sure, but you guys have got plenty of twins. I've seen so many documentaries about twins, identical quadruplets even in the UK. That was a really big cornerstone of my YouTube watching when I was 12. Was weird British documentaries. Anyway, you guys got to branch out. Next slide, please. Where is this?
Belgium.
Oh God! Don't get me started on Belgium.
I've suddenly.
It's in Brussels.
It is, right?
Okay, thank
It
you,
is.
Ben. Thank you, Ben.
You can see their flag vaguely up top. It's
I
not
just
Ireland
said that
or Italy.
very authoritatively and then just suddenly doubted myself.
Right. So Belgium. Belgium started experimenting with a national final again for 2023 with Gustav. And Gustav placed 7th, and that was pretty impressive because Belgium had been kind of floundering, right? I think the UK needs to take a page out of Belgium's book, and they need to like have a national final and really commit to it. Next slide, please. And this goes back to what I was saying about multiple acts. Because I don't quite recognize who these dudes are.
It's Nebulosa.
Thank you, it's Nebulosa. But Nebula, they're a band, right? Also selected through a national final, right? And that has shown, I mean, Spain has shown some real promise. They've shown some real promise, and the results have not always necessarily reflected that, but they have become better liked in recent years because they are putting effort and energy and money from the tourism board into their national final. So you guys should make it like a tourist attraction, right? You come to the UK, you go to the big clock, you go to the big house, you go to the big Ferris wheel, and then you go to the big national final, right? That's just what you do. Next
You're
slide, please.
advocating like a Blackpool Fest.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of a semi-terrible holiday resort in the north. Well, the north is variable depending on you, and so
depending on you. Okay.
You not had that discussion, right? Okay. But anyway,
next slide, please. Right, and so the UK also. This is another argument for the tourist attraction thing, right? You guys have all this weird food. You guys could make it a food thing.
Weird food,
no,
like
I'm serious.
sausages.
No, not like sausages. Sausages are arguably one of the most normal foods you have. But it like they're like a classic British food, right? And like British food is like not actually all that gross. There's like a British themed restaurant not that far from me. It's actually pretty popular. As weird as it is to say that. They serve like hand pies and stuff like that. They're called Stargazy. Y'all know Stargazy pie? With the fish?
So they didn't call it spotted dick then?
Don't ask me.
No. That's the British restaurant where Ben lives. So
I do live in California, so it is fitting.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Anyway, so you could make it like a whole cookout thing, right? You go to Melody Festival and you go and you have Swedish food, right? You go to Max Burger and you meet Max and Max Burger, and it's all really confusing.
You get carrots.
You get carrots. Yeah.
And meatballs.
Right. And meatballs, right. And so, you go to the UK and you go to Jollibee, which is not actually that British, but I associate it with the UK. It's really not British, but you have a lot of them.
In the UK, we have Nando's and Mini Eggs, the two most important parts of British cuisine.
And you have Nando's. Yeah. And so you can go to Nando's.
Nando's Fest 2025.
Right. And so everybody can live their 2015 British YouTuber dreams.
You need a sponsor.
Next slide, please.
That's Michael Rice.
Thank you. I was just gonna ask. Another guy from the United Kingdom who did not do so well. Do you know why he did not do so well? Not really great stage presence. A lot of weird and awkward bouncing around from this man. And do you know why he was allowed to go to Eurovision with such little stage presence? Was because there weren't enough good songs trying to push him out. And so this is why the United Kingdom needs a great big tourist attraction 30-song national final like Sweden does it. Next slide, please. Well, now there's been a lot. The UK and Europe and the EU have had a little bit of a tumultuous relationship, have they not, over the past few years. Just a bit. And even now, in the wake of this, pretty neat election that you guys just had, we wish we'd have an election as neat and as pushing out the center right as you people just had. We wish. The United States, we could never. Right. Now, even with that, am I correct in saying that Keir Starmer is even now like, we don't need Europe. We don't need them. I'll tell you something, Mr. What?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, Mr. Starmer. You're kind of wrong. Like, the UK has gone so downhill since Brexit, and do you know what you could do to help knit your relationship with the EU back together? You could show them that you're not so different from them after all. Look, we have national finals too. We care about Eurovision. We have cultural food, even if it's Nando's and Sostis. Next slide, please.
Of course.
And this is often how a lot of people feel about United Kingdom entries, that the performance is a little bit lacking. In recent memory, there have been songs that have been pretty good, and then the performance has just kind of been bad, right? Like, Dizzy by Ollie Alexander, that was actually pretty good, but the audience did not really respond well to that staging. It was a lot, wasn't it? It was a lot. There's just a little too much going on. Sorry to say it, Ollie, just a little too much. You could have dialed it back a bit, just slightly. Michael Rice, like I was saying, not really a lot of stage presence. James Newman, decent songs, not so great at singing live. Anyway, again, clearly these people need a little more competition and a little more practice. Next slide, please. And then you could win. How many more slides do I have left?
One more slide after this, I think.
And then you guys
two.
could win. Think about that. What if you won Eurovision? What would you do? Tell me, kittens.
Panic.
And then what would you do?
Keep panicking. It's very British to do that.
Now, I thought the British thing to do was to keep calm with the little crown on your head, right?
No, that's not. That's some fable. No, it's just panic 24 hours a day.
Got it. Well, you know what would be a really great outlet for that panic? All that anxiety. People with anxiety, they make great planners. Do you know how I know this? Because I have severe, moderate clinical anxiety. And I am really great at planning things. I make spreadsheets for my barbershop quartet. It's bad. But I'm a really great planner, and I get shit done.
We love a spreadsheet.
We do love a spreadsheet here at that Eurovision site. We've got so many spreadsheets, right? And do you know who makes spreadsheets? People with anxiety. And do you know what else people who make spreadsheets are good at? Planning things, because they've got all those spreadsheets. You guys could, in theory, actually maybe put together a half-decent Eurovision show if you really tried. I mean, Liverpool, actually pretty good. There was that whole awkwardness with, maybe it was a little too British. But, if you had won the contest on your own merit, that wouldn't really be a problem. You wouldn't have to worry about balancing the hosting duties, right? Because it would be just you guys.
Yep.
So you're great planners, and you could maybe actually, potentially, in theory, put on a good show. Next slide, please.
That is Let 3.
I know that is Let 3.
Just to check. Holding a pride flag.
Is that?
That's a pride flag.
I was like, it looks like Estonia on the left, but Lithuania on the right.
It's a progress pride flag.
Yes, the Croatian guys are holding the Pan-Baltic pride flag. Great observation. See, it's even red in the middle for Latvia. Anyway. They enjoyed a lot of public acclaim, right? Let 3. I mean, they had their controversies. And who boy, at that Eurovision site were we slightly torn apart by the controversies. But also people liked them and they got a good televote score, right? Isn't that all you guys want? You guys want to stop scoring 0 points in the televote. You guys want 10 points maybe? 20 even? Maybe like
side of the
100?
board would be nice in general.
Yeah, left side of the board would be nice. And do you know who was really popular with the televote and who was selected through a great big national final? These guys. Croatia has been. Hang on a second. I need to take a think about Croatia. Does one of you guys want to remind me who represented Croatia this year?
Baby lasagna,
Lasagna.
second place.
Right. See, so Croatia's getting really good at Eurovision. They're hungry for it. And Dora is actually proving to be a real, like, it's shaping up. Right? They're shaping up. I'm sorry to the Baby Lasagna fans. Please don't kill me. Just my memory is shot because I've been thinking about the barbershop quartet contest all day, which in itself there are parallels with Eurovision. Anyway, do you guys want to be like Baby Lasagna? Do you guys want to be second place again?
Well,
It would be nice, right?
first would be nicer.
17th
first
time
one-
second place.
Well, first would be nice, but do you guys want to like return to your former glory of being second place all the time at least? Left side of the scoreboard, right? Top 5?
Yeah.
Silver medal? I mean, they don't really get medals, but like, what if you did? So anyway, that's why you should bring back a national final. Are there any more slides?
One more.
Yeah, and then you could
This
win.
is your final.
Look at this. Aces, right? You gotta have an ace in the hole. That's a barbershop song. I'm so sorry. Anyway. This is aces are valuable in card games, right? Poker, these are poker chips. I don't actually really know anything about poker, but like aces are valuable. You need them, and in order to really find the ace, polish off that hidden gem, that ace of diamonds, if you will. You really need to get sifting. You really need to take that little sifting pan, dip it into the river that is so many people in the UK trying to become musicians, and you gotta like shake it around a little bit, let all the dirt and the water and stuff fall out. What's this called? Panning. You gotta pan for the gold, or pan for the ace of diamonds. So that's why you need a national final. Thank you and good night.
Hey! Good job, Shiloh. Right. And what is your actual belief? Do you think that the UK should bring back a national final, or are you indifferent?
What is my actual belief?
Dude,
Dude, I don't care what you guys do.
Very valid. Very valid. You are just like, yeah, vibing.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Ben,
Yes.
it's time for you to be the victim.
Oh God.
Let me just temporarily prep stuff.
4 years of speech and debate are about to pay off.
Mine was better. I think mine was better.
Then mine? I haven't even done.
Yeah,
Right.
sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I know, but like, I still think mine was better, even though you haven't gone yet. Just because I know.
Allora.
You
I read
can't
all
pick
these.
a topic. That's not how it works.
I'm not trying. I was just saying allora, Mr. Nave. Mr. Nave.
I worked very hard on these topic descriptions. I definitely didn't just make them up one at random. Right, so let's spin the wheel and see what you'll get.
I'm praying to not get one very specific one. Yeah, that's fine. As long as I didn't get Dam Digga and had to defend that song.
That's not necessarily what that is about. I'm not going to say what it's about, but because it might come up in future things. So, but that's not necessarily what it's about. So this is a little bit of a choice on your part. So I'll give you a few seconds to have a think. This is what Eurovision star or what Eurovision stars, multiple, you would most like to have tea with.
Now, can I request some clarification on Ben's behalf?
Tea is a
Wait,
fancy
no,
meal.
actually, Ben, I know where you're going. He's getting his flag.
I knew this was gonna happen.
So I'm gonna wait for him to come back before I request some clarification on his behalf. Oh, that's not where I thought this was going. I thought it was gonna be the San Marino flag.
Else. Yeah, me too.
So can I
Am I
request
predictable?
No, actually.
You haven't technically told us who you want to have tea with, so you know.
Can I request some clarification on Ben's behalf?
Go on.
So tea can mean a couple different things.
Yep.
So in the UK, tea means like you sit down and you have the biscuits, and you do it like in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So we're talking fancy afternoon tea.
And not like spilling the tea, like the thing that you say about gossip.
No.
I mean, I guess you can do that at afternoon tea too.
This is Ben taking somebody on a lovely, lovely tea date.
But you said people. Can I choose multiple?
Like, I think you can choose multiple. Yeah. I'll let
second.
you choose. Oh God!
Now he's getting the San Marino
flag. The San Marino one.
Oh my God! Is he getting the lamp?
What?
Oh my God! You're getting.
Why
it's the one from Bola from
Oh God.
Yeah. Ben, please don't electrocute yourself. That would suck.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Please be careful. Why have you brought Don's head? Ben,
now that you have your headphones back in, I would once again like to request that you don't electrocute yourself.
It's a lamp. I'm not going to electrocute myself on a lamp.
You never know.
Of all the people who should probably be okay with not electrocuting themselves at this site, it should probably be Ben.
The engineer.
But anyway, which slide deck would you like? Roulette 1, 2, 1, 3, or 4, rather?
Let's go 3.
Let's go for 3 then. Okay. So you have 15 slides on which Eurovision stars you would most like to take to tea.
Here we go. 4.
Okay.
It's going to be a group tea.
A group tea. Excellent. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I was pitched what Eurovision stars would I like the most to have tea with. As you can see, this is an adorable little bear. A gorgeous little bear. And you know where bears live? Lithuania. One of my first people I would love to have tea with is probably now my favorite musician. And man who, honestly, I'm single. I am free on Thursday evenings. Sylvester Belt, hello. You seem like an amazing person. The way that you interacted with Nemo, it was so cute. Oh, you'll look like a cute couple. I want that. And this bear is adorable, just like you. It's a little skinny, it's a little twinky, just like you, kind of like me. We're like that. It's adorable. Lithuania has bears. Next slide. I really hope Lithuania has bears. And no, this has partially some of Shiloh's favorite people. I bet Sylvester Belt probably likes Sam Ryder. I'm not sure about Malta. Who knows? But this does feature everyone has a common connection on Liverpool. This brings me to my second person, also Lithuanian. Monica Linkita. You are mother. You are gorgeous. Would I rather have tea with you? Honestly, I'd say more like wine. You seem like a white wine girly. Honestly, I had just moved my wine glass off my desk. I was about to pick that up. Monica Linkita, wine plus tea, maybe. The tea could have wine. Wine tea. I don't know.
Great.
Next slide, please. And you know, the tea can be at this lovely hilly area. I don't know where this is at. I think Lithuania has some hills. It could. Who knows? California has hills that look like this. Y'all can fly to California to have tea with me. It would be a gorgeous view. Don't you two agree that this is a gorgeous view?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you could put a picnic up on that pathway, a little picnic table down, get an actual table, because there's probably an Ikea not too far away. You can just go build the table as part of tea. And enjoy yourself. Enjoy your wine with Monica. Enjoy me trying to flirt with Sylvester the hardest I can. And have fun. But then we can also have another couple people over there. Next slide, please. Is that Aiko?
Nope.
It's Rory and
That's Rory and Mimi Cat.
Mimi Cat.
Oh, Mimi Cat. I knew it was Rory. And now, this is what we could look like. We could do karaoke together with the tea. After the wine, I'm sure Monica and I will be in our singing mode. For me, to sing, you need a couple glasses of wine in me first. I feel like that's what Monica had before she went on stage. She's still pitch perfect, but drunk wine mom energy. We could be doing karaoke. And you know who also has drunk wine mom energy and I think would love karaoke and singing with each other? My third person, who is also Lithuanian, President Monica Liu. Yes, it's not Mimi Cat, but I think Rory would love to sing Sentimente with Monica Liu. Wouldn't you agree? I have no clue Rory's opinions on Monica Liu, but everyone has to love her. Like,
what's wrong with Mimi Cat though?
I don't like Portuguese. It's a horrid language.
She's not Lithuanian enough.
Exactly. You're not Lithuanian. There's a common thread here.
And you're about to unravel it.
Yes. Next slide. I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, God. Now, I am a crazed fan. And I think this is what the artist might want to use on me at a point. I'm going to leave it at that.
You could have used this for cutting cake.
Oh, cake. I don't know why my first thought went to murder.
Murder or cake?
Cake.
Murder or
Cake.
cake? Murder.
Any answer?
Cake
Yes.
or death? Cake or
Cake or death. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're all out of cake. So my only option is death. The picnic table that we bought at Ikea and assembled ourselves in maybe 30 seconds because I feel like Monica Liu is magic. We could use this to cut the cake. Now, I don't think this is the best knife for a cake. It looks kind of dull and you buy it off of Amazon. If you can't tell, I like to cook and I like knives. This is not a good knife, but I think I could sharpen it. And I think it could be used to cut a very lovely cake that I could serve to Sylvester. I could serve to Monica. I could serve to Monica. And how many slides am I at?
You are on slide 5.
And I could serve to our final person, who I have been too afraid to actually meet. Valentina Moneta. Next slide, please. You know, Valentina just got married. Her and her husband, they look adorable. So I'd invite her husband as well, because he seems chill. And Valentina, they're just in love with each other. Is this two lesbians? I don't know if it's supposed to be a gender-neutral image, or if it's supposed to be that they're both wearing a dress.
No, I think these are the Stockholm ones where they have all sorts of gender combinations.
Well, I'm not trying to say Valentina Moneta is a lesbian here. But what I am trying to say is she's in a loving relationship. And I think we should bolster that and invite her husband as well. Next slide, please. Speaking of love, I love all 4 of these artists so much. I am kind of scared of meeting Valentina Moneta. Not because she is scary, but because I am obsessed. And Sylvester. I've met him, though. But don't we just want to spread the love? United by music, minus one country. Because, we are all united by music. Ooh, that's why we're singing. Oh, don't break the lamp. I've already broken one of these. True story.
You see now why I was worried about you getting electrocuted.
I'm not going to get electrocuted. I'm more going to get cuts from the glass.
Priorities here.
They could all watch me perform their songs to the T, down to the choreo. I have the lamp from Valentina. We are united by music. The T would have so much music at it. We would have a DJ set bumping. I mean, all Kittens approved 140 plus BPM music.
Yep.
Or 134, very specifically, because I think that's the BPM of Looktelk. And yeah, we were all united by music. Music brings us together for tea. Next slide, please. And this was everyone's reaction when Valentina Monetta didn't qualify. I mean, one of the biggest robberies of all time. This was also everyone's reaction when Sylvester Bell didn't get as high of a televote score as he did. And when they put him next to that country. And also, this was in a good way. Everyone went, what the fuck? Sorry for Kittens for making you have to censor that. To honestly just a good reaction to the Monicas going, ooh, girl, yeah, what the fuck? You're serving it. I just went very gay there. But honestly, that is the common thread between all of them. They are the girls and the gays. And I think they're all mother or the gay, the bi, in one way, shape, or form. And everyone would go, what the fuck with their placing? Because they all should have placed higher. And I would talk to them about that at tea. And they're all deserving of tea. I think they're all great like that. Next slide, please. And now we can have this cheese? Spicy cheese, I'm guessing? It looks like cheese, and it looks spicy because there's a pepper there. No, I'm guessing Europeans might find this spicier than I will. But I think Valentina can handle her spice. I think Sylvester can handle his spice. I think we should have some spicy cheese at the tea. And an adorable cat. I mean, who wouldn't say no to that kitty? Now, do I think that kitty should have that cheese? I don't know. Maybe it's allergic. Maybe the kitty's lactose intolerant, and we might need to keep it away.
Cats are generally lactose intolerant.
Then we should keep that kitty away from that cheese. We're going to need to keep the cheese away from the cat at tea on the mountainside with the Ikea furniture that we built after the karaoke. See, I'm bringing it together. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, on my next slide, after tea, I have no clue what museum this is, but we could go to a lovely art museum and see some gorgeous art. I think Monica Liu really likes art. She seems like the type to like art. Same with Valentina. They're two classy ladies. And I think Sylvester and the other Monica also appreciate it. We could just go to an art museum. It's not much talking, sadly. It's a very quiet place. But after the chaos of the tea on the mountainside with the Ikea furniture and the spicy kitty cheese, then it's going to be a nice, you got to be able to wind down. So some after tea activities would be good. Now, again, I have no clue what's happening in this exact photo. I'm guessing it's some type of old Christian religious art, just because it gives that vibe, and that's usually half of art museums in the Western world. But it's either Christian religious art or stolen, Kittens. I only call you out because you're British.
I don't even know if this is a British art gallery.
I don't know either. I'm just saying the UK steals a lot. like Swedish songs is for their national finest, Shiloh. That would be very weird if you put me first in the edit. But yeah, we could go to an art museum and enjoy a lovely time. Next. And this is, I think, says the ABBA Museum. We could meet up in Stockholm. Stockholm has mountains like that. They have Ikeas everywhere. I've been to one. I've been to the one in the middle of Stockholm Central. I had to buy a towel because I forgot a towel for my hostel. In Copenhagen, I left it there. So, we could also go to the ABBA Museum. They have a little exhibit at the very end where you could act out with the avatars and sing I think it was Waterloo or Take a Chance. I don't think they had Waterloo because I was upset they didn't have Waterloo. I may be wrong. But going in line with the karaoke like Rory with Mimi Cat, after impressing them with my knowledge of Lithuanian music and singing also in Italian, the only song I can sing in Italian, we could go to the ABBA Museum and all just fangirl, because who doesn't like ABBA? I mean, you have to be some sort of deranged person to not like ABBA. They're just a classic.
I like ABBA. Don't start with me.
I was really hoping both of y'all liked ABBA. To our commenters, do you like ABBA? What do you think of ABBA? Let us know in the comments down below. Those boots are on top of the ABBA Museum in the middle of Stockholm. Actually, in the part of Outer Banks of Stockholm. But it would be a great time. That's the museum we could go to. We could go to the Stockholm Museum, the Swedish History Museum, which isn't too far away, or the Vasa Museum. That could have been that art exhibit. It wasn't the Vasa Museum with the picture, because that has a big boat in it. Who doesn't want to see a big boat after some tea? In Stockholm is a great place for tea because you can have fika. It's not tea, it's usually coffee and pastries. But who cares? It could be your daily fika. We could also have coffee at the tea session. Next slide. I don't know. My first thought did not go there. You know, Europe doesn't have many good tropical fruits. But I think I could fly up a good pineapple over from the United States to Stockholm when I'm there for Melody Festivalen, and we go to the ABBA Museum with Sylvester Belt, Monica, and Valentina. We can enjoy some pineapple. Maybe a pineapple flavored tea, or maybe a pineapple cocktail. Pineapple is good in a lot of things. Now, it does sting a bit. Don't you agree pineapple is good? Exactly. Next slide. We love pineapple. And I feel like I've seen houses like this in Stockholm. Not in Stockholm exactly, but this looks like a good Swedish house, or Lithuanian. I could pick them up at their home, drive them to the train, because I'm one of 3 drivers in this channel. I could drive them to the train, but we could go to Stockholm together. Because isn't Stockholm the place that just brings people together for tea? It's just lovely and amazing. And of course I would want to have tea with Sylvester, Valentina, Monica, and Monica in Stockholm. After picking them up, we go to like some little hilly place in Vaxholm or something like that. After taking the ferry over there and spending $30, I think, or 30 krona. It was expensive. Exactly. Next slide. And this is my face when I meet Valentina Monetta. Honestly, I have thought of going to San Marino and renting that Airbnb. And I think that is my face when I see the lamp for the first time. I have my lamp, but that's my face. Amadeus and I, we agree. It would be amazing to meet the Monicas, Sylvester, and Valentina. I mean, wouldn't it just be an amazing time? I think it'll be everyone's face around those 4. A very likely trio, but an unlikely 4th with Valentina joining them. A bit of a language barrier. But Amadeus, he could be there to translate for me. He's very good with English. I don't know how Valentina's English is, but she could be there. If I need some Italian help, maybe she could call up Amadeus. I'm sure they're friends. I mean, she's a big person in San Marino. San Marino's basically Italy. According to their telephone lines, they are Italy. So, and what I'm saying here is, off topic, Valentina should compete at Sanremo.
Oh, gosh.
And so, final slide, I think. No, I think there's one more after this.
No, final slide.
This Georgia Tech GT. Sorry, that's my first thought. And you know, having tea with your idols, some of the artists that you just admire so much, it could feel like being a little kid again. Like when you're on the play set and going down the slides, and when it's 115 degrees like it is out here, those slides are going to burn your ass. But I don't think Valentina, Monica, and Sylvester will do that. So that's why I think, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, why the best people to have tea with for me, who I'd most like to have tea with in Stockholm on some random hill with some Ikea furniture that we built after doing some karaoke, would be Valentina Monetta, Monica Liu, Monica Linkita, and my favorite musician in the world so far, and I think I'm the #1 streamer of his music so far, Sylvester Belt. Hi, Sylvester.
Oh, congratulations. You have survived the PowerPoint roulette. Well done, everybody.
That was a wild ride.
That was a wild ride. We now know exactly where you're taking people for tea.
In Stockholm.
Yes.
We know very specifically because you told us every slide is going to be here with these people, and we're going to do this.
I gotta make sure everyone remembered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Planning out the perfect picnic stroke tea date.
I have anxiety. I'm good with planning.
Is there a spreadsheet?
See? I'm
Yes.
right.
Oh, no, there's definitely a spreadsheet on what we're going to do. And the songs for karaoke will be on the spreadsheet.
But will it be color coded?
Of course, by country.
Okay. That's
It's going to be Eurovision songs, obviously.
And obviously they will have the BPM on them, right?
Of course. To make sure they're all Kittens approved music.
Yes, correct.
Except Valentina's songs. Sorry.
And
And the Monica's.
And yeah, but to be
You
fair,
can remix them.
they all get a pass for just being excellent.
Also true.
Cool. Well, I will grade your homework later, obviously. But if you loved Shiloh's presentation or you loved Ben's presentation, please let us know in the comments. That brings us to the end for this PowerPoint Roulette. We'll be doing more PowerPoint Roulette as we get towards the start of the new season. Thank you very, very much, Shiloh and Ben, for being my willing participants, for this time. If you enjoyed this,
And thank you, Kittens, for hosting.
Thank you, Kittens Reich.
If you enjoyed yourself, please like and subscribe. Tell us how unhinged our PowerPoint skills are. Be notified when we have a new video coming up, etc. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media: Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, Tumblr, Instagram, etc., etc. And of course, be sure to check out That Eurovision podcast on all your favorite podcast services. All that's left for me to say is thank you so much to Ben and Shiloh, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.